Hey everybody, Rodamon here. Thanks for tuning in to the Philosopher King, a RimWorld royalty series. Recap of our rules and goals if you need a reminder. Also a reminder that today is vote day. How this works is my Patreon patrons submit ideas for poll items, and every other week you all will get the chance to vote on those items to see how you all can affect change in this series. So picking up where we left off, we have the crew here recovering from some mech fighting. Zero is missing a lung, and what I want to do is set up some animal hauling zones. So what I'm going to do is paint our current base where I don't want the animals to be and invert it, and then tell the donkey to restrict to animal hauling, and that will allow the donkey, who needs a name, so let's get a name there. Donkey, you are now Vreedog. It's going to allow Vreedog to haul things like stone and chunks and slag. Speaking of slag, let's also add mechanoid corpses to the mix. So there's some things we need to do. The role mentioned allowing the donkey to haul stuff close to the base, and then if we want to bring it inside our stockroom, we can, and that won't cause additional filth. So other projects I need to work on. Bablu, here's your bedroom. I need to bring the... First off, I want to stop sowing, except for the rice. I will allow to sow the rice because it's late in the season, and things that take a long time to grow are not likely to yield fruit, or in this case, vegetables. Another thing I want to do is address my throne room. Instead of building the throne room the way I was, I'm going to change it around a little bit and combine the throne room with the recreation and dining room for a 3-in-1. And that should allow me to sort of let all of the efforts of building a throne room be shared amongst the whole population, which provides benefit, right? We're supposed to be a benevolent nation, so it shouldn't just be an exclusive throne room. And that was Brian's suggestion, so thank you for that, Brian. Another thing I'm going to want to do is to set up some clothing. So I'm going to want a royal vest, I'm going to want a ruffle shirt, and a top hat. I'm going to make this out of cloth because I have enough cloth to make it. And Zero will work on that, and that will make Bablu a little bit happier, because right now Bablu is not happy. So Zero, haul that home. Changing around some priorities, so we get some more cut stone, so we can finish off a throne room. Also, Melton, wherever you are, I will bury you properly. I just need a little bit more crafting and time and all that stuff. Okay, so there is the royal vest. That's a start. I'm going to force Taylor here. Bablu, this south-facing should... Okay, there's the ruffle shirt. And there's the top hat. So now, if I check the needs, no longer needing the Esquire level clothing, he's wearing it all. Fantastic. Alright, next up, the throne room. And, you know, let's update our home zone to include these new structures, also to include the herbal farm. All right, Yanshui, it also looks like we're very low on wood, so I'm going to have you cut some of the local trees down. It's probably way too many, but whatever. Better too many than too few. Zero, could you build... Yes, let's get him a proper bedroom. Also, it appears as if... Oh no, the beer still needs a little bit more time. So once everybody's healed up, my plan is to go deliver the cloth to the kingdom, and then come straight back home. Which does mean that I need to start working on pemmican. So I'm going to make 100 pemmican. Let's do that again. Actually, let's say 200 pemmican. And that will allow me to travel and keep food for the road. Alright, so the next thing I want is a throne room with some braziers, marble braziers. So we'll get that queued up. And fall has officially begun. Alright, I ought to be on the lookout for a lung as well. Zero is healing up from being charge blasted. That wasn't fun. That was pretty brutal. Free dog, I'm going to start taming you, or training you in attack. Have an attack donkey, couldn't hurt. Alright, let's refuel the Jenny. And Yanshui, you should be cutting down trees pretty soon. So here, as you can see, Vredog is helping to haul marble. Most excellent. Alright, so the throne room and the braziers are getting constructed now. Yanshui is cutting down trees. Let's go ahead and... Stone and steel will be down here. And I'm going to put my stockpile of wood here. Next to the generators, that's just a little bit more efficient. That also means that animal hauling should allow the animal to be near there, so that Vredog can haul the wood to the stockpile. Alright, harp research is done. I think gunsmithing. I really would like to get turrets, given the amount of attacks that we've been suffering. Having proper defenses would be unbelievably helpful now. Okay, there's the throne. It is a good throne, and Bablu is going to be assigned to it. And now the last brazier, and Zero, how about you just refuel that real quick? And then we will have a dignified throne room that satisfies Bablu's demands. And as you can see, they are all satisfied now. So tomorrow morning, I'm planning on delivering the cloth for that delivery quest. That is my next goal. Malthus, I'm going to have you clean and then do the work. Someone needs to clean up the base. It's not a fun job, but it does need doing. Zero is disassembling mechanoids. That gives us some plasteel and components that we much need. Bablu is happy. Look at that. Wonderful. Alright, Zero, I think it's time to go to sleep. And ambrosia sprout. Lovely. Let's go paint this sprout so that we automatically harvest it. And let's actually paint around the dead tree so we don't harvest the tree. Wonderful. So, a little reminder of the quest. Ship to the Stars, I can delete. The non-traditional trade, let's jump there. So that is northeast of me by like a day's journey or so. So let's go ahead and make 2 bedrolls because I'm going to be sending 2 people on that trip. The beer is only hours away from being done. Terrific. Now we have a very healthy stockpile of wood to keep the generators running. And quest deserter. So the deserter is a quest offered when you want to betray the Empire. I don't. Not in this series. That would be the other series. Browncoat Rebels is the betraying the Empire, and then this series is, of course, befriending them. So Malthus and Bablu are going to go do the trade. I just need 0 to have... Oh, you know what? We probably need some additional pemmicans, so I take that back. We will go there, but not quite yet. Also, with all this additional wood, it would be a good time to attempt for better beds. So let's go do that. 0, you're going to try to get some excellent beds for us. So far, there's 1. Really, all the beds are going to go excellent here. Damned be the expense. Bed quality is something I don't fool around with. What is your construction 17? Okay, there's 2. I was going to say, you really ought to be cranking some more out than you currently are. I also will need a double bed because that's what Bablu sleeps on. Alright, so there's my 4 excellent beds. We'll get these installed, and then I'm also going to try for some... some decent double beds. Alright, so once I have some additional pemmican, which means I'm going to need to wait for some rice, let's allow sowing of rice here, see if we can get another rice harvest out of this. Alright, 0. I'm going to have you break down these beds and install our own. Gonna have Malthus deliver. Not having a whole lot of luck with... Oh, there we go, finally. Alright, I guess I'm not leaving today, but I will leave as soon as I have the pemmican, the food to do it. Alright, and then this other excellent bed is going to be our hospital bed, or prison, or whatever it calls for. Bablu, you can deliver that yourself. Perfect. And now everybody has more recuperative places to rest. Perfect, perfect, perfect. I love it. The less time spent laying in bed, and the more time spent helping to build and improve the colony, the better. Alright, so from up north, we have one more mech that needs disassembly, and a whole bunch of slag. Slag will come in due time. Alright, so how's this bedroom? Slightly impressive, decent, mediocre. Mediocre? So other things that I could aim to do is to have nicer furniture. But we have the plague. Oof. Okay, Malthus. Let's assign meds to everybody. Now, the only problem is the person that was going to... Okay, Yan Shui, you are going to need a bed rest. So the issue is the person that was going to... Yeah, I guess... Yeah, I can't do the trade just yet. How much time do I have? 5 days? Because 0 won't doctor. He can't doctor. He's not capable of it. And I'm not going to leave... Well, yeah, well, here's what I'll do. Alright, Yanshui and Malthus hang behind. Zero and Bablu, you're going to go. So, let's form a caravan. Zero, Bablu. You're going to bring pemmican and food. You need more food than that. Bablu, you're gonna temporarily cook. That's way more simple meals than I meant to cook up, but I don't care. I'll cook up a batch and bring whatever won't spoil. Okay, that ought to be enough. Alright. World. Form caravan. Zero. Bob. Bunch of meals. Some will rot. That's good enough. Bedrolls. And the cloth. 310 cloth. They don't even need the donkey, so I'm going to leave the donkey behind. And off we go. Now, Malthus is going to be left behind to care for Yanshui with her plague. And then Malthus is also going to cut blocks so that I can install some fine tile into Bablu's bedroom while he's out. So, how many blocks do we have so far? We've got almost 400, so let's do... Let's install some of this jazz. Yanshui, what are you doing? Consuming simple meal. Okay, that's fine. So, because Bablu is off map tile, the undignified bedroom is not that much of a problem. Okay, the beer is fermented. Let's pull the beer out. And we got a Mad Mare. Well, the problem, Mad Mare, is I don't have to leave my base. So I'm not really sure what you could do to me. So I'm just going to stand in here and work on flooring. And it's not like you're going to attack Vredog because you're a manhunter, not a donkey hunter. See, I know your weakness. Alright, so Vredog has delivered all the marble that I'm going to need. And he's tidying up the stockpiles and constructing. Good. Vredog is helping to haul wood into my stockpiles and marble and stuff like that. And we got a mad doe. Interesting, a whole bunch of mad animals. Well, the mare is already sleeping. Got tired of, you know, trying to eat me or whatever. Now this doe is going to do the same. Wear yourself out. Okay, we're half a day's away, and we have 2.5 days of food. 2 1/3 before it rots. Yanshui, keeping her spirits up, grabbed a little beer. A quick meal. Okay, Malthus, you currently... I don't want you sleeping on the ground, buddy. I realize that this manhunter is stopping you from gaining access to your own bed. Okay, you done yet? Somehow you're not. So, plague is 74 out of 100. 63. We're well ahead of our our immunity. We just need to keep up that way. So eventually, Bablu will demand fine tiles in his bedroom, so I might as well just get ahead of the curve and put him in now, especially while he's off tile, because it won't disappoint him, won't anger him. Yuan Shui looking at your health. Yeah, you're doing okay. You don't even need food or anything. I'm going to have her quickly get up and drink some tea and beer so that she doesn't have a mental break while she rests up. It's very important that you don't have mental breaks when you're, recovering. Caravan has arrived. We're going to fulfill trade order and decide to give Bablu the reputation. So, non-traditional trade is done, and let's return home. We don't even have enough reputation to trade with the Empire of the Spirit, which is why I didn't bother bringing silver or Thrumba horns or anything like that, because it wouldn't have mattered, wouldn't have helped. All right, Yuan Shui, you should be 97, 98%. Yeah, you're almost done. He's upset that he's sharing a bed. Whatever, at this point, the damage is done. I'm not going to fix it. All right, the does are done dozing. Man animals are leaving me alone, so I'm back to allowing the beds to be properly assigned. Beautiful. Yeah, no longer manhunter. The manhunters, eventually they have to sleep, and when they sleep, they, forget that they want to eat man. Or whatever they want to do. I don't know if it's eating, but, be evil. Alright, so before Bablu gets home, let's go ahead and finish up the fine tiles. We still have yet more fine tiles to set up, but it's a pretty good start. Okay, now cranking out some more marble. That's wise. I'm sure we're going to need it. All right, where's my donkey? What is he working on? Hauling more marble chunks. All right, I probably need to cut back on the simple meal bill, as we don't actually want 103 simple meals. And I'm going to suspend the pemmican until we need to travel again, because I'm going to want fine meals for Bablu when he returns home, and he's returning home today. Okay, we have a power shortage. No big deal. In fact, everything except for the door can burn back there. Noble needing help. Let's take a look. Account needs help. He wants to hide out in Plato for 25 days. I'm required to keep his mood above 27%. I gain 5 royal favor if I do it. Yeah, what I need to do is build a bedroom that satisfies his needs. I don't have one yet, so that will have to be... I do plan on helping him. That would be the benevolent thing to do. I just need said bedroom. So we'll work on that. And it's going to be a bedroom very much like Bablu's. So speaking of Bablu, Malthus, you're no longer sleeping in there. You're sleeping in your own bedroom. Alright, fine. We could do that for him, for the guest. I think... Well, so we're going to want a 5 by... yeah, let's do another 6 by 5. We'll build it off of the wing here. And we will door it up. Yep, that's a good start. And then floors will be fine marble. It's going to be very, very expensive, but But Zero, the master manipulator, is almost home. Alright, Caravan has re-arrived. And we will work on trying towards that noble needing help mission. I have about 6 days to accept it. Well, I guess I already had a mech's stockpile. I'll remove that. Vreedog, I know you're trying to help, but I'm trying to train you. So this is the problem with the animal that needs training. When they run around like this, as you can see, Malthus literally spent the whole day trying to trace Vreedog. So what I think I'll do is, until Vreedog is, well... Nah, I'll just leave it. We'll figure it out. Alright, here we go. Find meals again. This will be very handy. Keeping the bub happy. Getting gunsmithing, which is also a great research to get. And here we go. Now Zero is working on this bedroom for the royal dude. I'm not going to worry about the floors just yet. Alright, Zero, let's get you over here to refuel. Gunsmithing is now done. Let's get blowback. Come on, Vreedog. Just train up. Stop running from me. There we go. Attack is done. Alright, Yan Shui, I just ordered you to cut plants. But you're working in the rice farm. That makes sense. Now, another thing I could do is if I researched carpet making, there are some nice carpets that you can craft that are fine carpeting. But for this time around, I'm just gonna fine tile it instead. It's not flammable, so there are some advantages to that. All right, now Malthus and Zero are both stone cutting, and Zero will be, yep, working on that. So to keep the royal happy, it just means I need recreation and stuff like that. Speaking of recreation, it would be very good for me to get nicer... All right, let's get a lamp in here. It would be nice for me to get nicer recreation, you know, items like the pool table and the whatnot. I definitely have enough cloth for it, so I'm just going to need to... you know, work on that cloth. As far as, oh, I never actually went to food restrictions, travel. That's fine. Alright, Zero is working on that bedroom. Let's also work on furniture. If you have energy left over before you fall asleep. And Malthus cranking out the marble. Now, Bablu doesn't yet have an authority need, but probably will pretty soon if I keep doing royal favor quests. A non-traditional deal. Oh. Interesting. Okay, so 12 toques, normal plus, for a bunch of gold. I like that deal. I very much like that deal, but let me get the one that's expiring sooner, which is the noble one, first. Plus, I think helping a noble is a little bit more important than providing some toques. In at least my opinion. Alright, so Zero's back to flooring in a moment. I think what I'm going to do is, it'll be a little sad, but let's go to assignments here and new food restriction. I'm going to set up simple meals, and I'm just going to require our guys here to eat some of the simple meals. I know it's not exactly fair, but we have a big old surplus, and let's not be wasteful. Okay, donkey. Animal hauling should no longer include this bedroom. You should not be allowed in there. So let's cut that out of the home zone, or of the hauling zone, and then fix the home zone settings. Another thing I really ought to work on once this bedroom is done is walling off my farms so that would-be intruders don't see an opportunity to just set my farms on fire. And then also to create some sort of garrison barracks killbox area. So that would-be attackers are driven into well-protected areas, and I don't have, you know, blatant vulnerabilities sort of everywhere around my base, which is what I currently kind of have laid out. So we're almost done marbling this one up. This is actually going to be a nicer bedroom than even Bablu has, but, you know, we need a spare bedroom fit for royalty for when we have royal guests. So, this bedroom is probably going to get a lot of use, I imagine. Alright, so we're going to get some dressers and beds. They're excellent. Well, mostly excellent. Blowback operation just got done. Next up, gun turrets. I also definitely see the utility of having a door up top here. That's going to help out a lot. Alright, so now at this point... Oh, cannot accept quest. So, let's see. Oh, she's a count. So, she requires... Oh boy. She requires a room impressiveness of 80... all fine floor, which I've already done, a royal bed, which I do not have, I need gold, and then table, dresser, and drape. Alright, so if that's the case, she's a little bit fussier than I thought. Let's get the drape done. I'm just going to stick it in the corner here. And then that also means I need to, I do believe there was a node of gold. I need to mine out this gold with 0, and what I'm going to do actually is have 0... I'm going to have 0 practices mining on the steel first, so I get higher yields when it's time to mine the gold. So apparently this is not good enough. Let's uninstall this bed. We can use it for later. So let's disassemble it, and we'll have to build a bedroom fit for a countess. That is the highest obtainable class that a player can obtain. It is not the highest class. If you take a look here, of course, there is Duke, Consul, Stellarch, Empress. It goes up and up and up. Okay, one of our freezers has failed. Yanshui's back to lumberjacking. That's fine. Alright, 0 will construct the drape. And then we'll start mining the steel for mining practice. Actually, you know what? I don't know how much time is left. 3 days? I'll spend 1 day mining the steel to try to get my skill up a little bit. Oh, wow, that's actually going a lot faster than I thought. Once you get up to about level 9, you get full yield. Right now, I'm not getting full yield from this harvest, from this mining. But that's okay. I will do partial yield for gold, because of course we can trade the Tukes quest that I got for gold as well. So let's start mining out the gold ore. And that's going to allow us to build a royal bed. Bablu will eventually demand a royal bed as well, but until he does, I'm not going to worry about that. He's just going to be an excellent one. So I'm removing the roof so I have a little bit better sunlight, allowing me to mine a little bit faster. And this is plenty of gold for the royal beds that I require. This is enough for 2.5, in fact. It's 50 gold for a royal bed. All right, 0, just leave it there because we're about to use it. And now, this is going to be fit for a countess. Now, the other issue, however, is I'm dreadfully out of food. So let's scare up some food here. Malthus, I do believe that you will hunt for us. Because if you take a look at the Countess, they also will have other demands. So for instance, they only eat lavish meals. They do not eat fine meals. So I'm going to have to create some fine meals or some lavish meals. So let's go do that. Let's do until we have 5. And we're going to even put that above our own needs. We're going to be gracious guests. So that means that I need to hopefully get some more vegetables. I could also do because Yanshui might not have a lot of work, I'm going to do a berry harvest out there as well. So here's the royal bed. It is excellent. Not that I truly care, because, like, I'm not sleeping on it right now. So now I could accept the noble needing help, but I'd like to get my my lavish meal stockpile up above, let's say 0, so that she doesn't immediately have like mental breakdown problems. So in terms of the order of operations, yes. All right, so we're doing one lavish meal at a time. We really should batch it. So after we make this one, let me replace this with batched lavish meals. Do until we have, and let's say, actually, let's do 9. And then we're going to need one more food restriction. So let's add lavish meals. And this is going to be lavish meals only. And this is in preparation to host the Countess, obviously. I'm not going to put any of my own people on lavish only meals at the moment. I don't really have need of it. Seven. Okay. Come morning time, I will host the Countess. I'd really, honestly, would have liked to have gotten a little bit more research doing, but that's all right. So now I've merged some meals together so that the meals are all clustered around. That's good. All right, Malthus is doing some hunting. And let's accept the quest with Bablu. So Geli has arrived. This is the Countess. She is dressed like a Countess. She is going to stay with us for 25 days. And if you look at her work tab, here is what Countesses are able to do. They will only do art, research, or hunting. Yes, very, very fussy folk. So she has a bio-coated plasma sword. So she's a very capable meleeer. And I can't reassign her, which means hunting is off the table. She's not going to be hunting for us. If she's able to do research, let's allow her to do it. Oh, it's a bad temperature inside. Let's go ahead and, for now, because I have a lot of wood, I will campfire it. All right, 0. Let's get no acceptable food. Oh, for Bablu, yes. Yanshui, we'll work on that in just a moment here. There she goes. 0 is working on the research table. And that will add Geli, allow Geli to do some work. She actually has a, no, she does not have a passion in this. Guest is unhappy. What are your needs? No personal bedroom? Oh, this is your personal bedroom, Geli. Stop being a fuss. In terms of other restrictions, Geli, you're a teetotaler. Oh, boy. Is that ever, like, icing on the poop cake? That's a big bummer, because to make her happy, it's going to be a little challenging. I might fail this only because she's moody. So she's in minor pain. Yeah. I don't know what to do, honestly. Alright, so it's a little cold in here. It's going to be cold in her bedroom, so let me quickly set up a fireplace in her bedroom to keep her bedroom a little bit warmer, and then I'm going to want to set up a better long-term solution for heat. Oh god, she's starting to hurt decrees. Alright, so here's a wild decree. Because she was mad, she wants me to make 16 short bows. That is my growl. Alright, fine. Does she care about the quality? This is because she's unhappy. She gave me this decree. So, quest. Short bow decree. No, it doesn't really matter in the quality. So, let's go do that, I guess. She's pissed. And this is sort of like what a mental break is for royals, is they decide to punish you with something dumb. The next research I want might be solar and batteries. So if I don't do this, let me explain what the decree is. If I do this, she's happy. She'll be temporarily happy that I fulfilled her decree. If I don't do it, she'll be mad. Basically mad until I do it. So there's not a lot of advantage for me to not fulfill it, especially if I have to keep her happy. She's just going to be pissed until I do it. So here I go. We're trying to make her happy. Let's get a fireplace in Zero's bedroom. And Zero is desperately trying to satisfy this stupid wild decree, which is going to waste a lot of my wood. Luckily, I'm not too low on wood, but, like, seriously, lady, you're a very not gracious guest. Alright, for now, I'm just going to throw a door down here in case of mad animals. I'd like access to my bedroom no matter what. But let's leave this unroofed so that it doesn't superheat. And it is wintertime, so I can turn off the AC. Or it's late fall, I should say. Alright, Yanshui is still picking berries, because we don't necessarily have a ton of rice to keep the fine and lavish meals going. Zero is about to lose his mind. I'm actually going to allow him to consume a lavish meal, because his mood's pretty low. And then if I check the short bow decree, as you can see, I've done 12 out of 16. So I'm getting there. Fussy royals. Yes, this is exactly what Bablu will turn out to be. Your leaders do eventually... Oh, Geli is a man? Yes, so you are. Royals do eventually turn out to be sort of selfish monsters. Just the way it is. Luckily, as long as I keep Geli happy, he will be able to help research, which could actually very help me. Because my research definitely fell behind a little bit. Or it didn't fall behind, but I haven't made a lot of progress, so that'll help out a lot. So we've got Yanshui out here picking the berries. Pretty soon, all of the... A lot of the natural food won't be available, so it's very important to pick these berries now so that I have sustenance over the winter. Because I'm going to have Geli here for kind of a long time. I could always run to nearby bases and trade. All right, Geli, your restrictions here. Let's do lavish meals. And go eat one. Please, please stay happy. Alright, we're almost done with your stupid wild decree. And as you see here, no, I haven't actually... Where are the time? I haven't failed this wild decree because I have 5 days to do it. But if I did fail, it would create like a negative mood modifier for kind of a while. There we are. Quest completed. The wild decree. And then as you can see here, decree satisfied +6 for 15 days. That's going to help out to level out Geli's mood. But I'm just about out of time, guys. So I hope you enjoyed this episode, and I hope I've sufficiently explained everything that was going on, all that I was doing. If you have any tips, tricks, feedback for me, do drop me a line. Just a little reminder, all the characters that are introduced into this series, minus the temporary visitors, are going to be named after my patrons from Patreon. So if you'd like to have the chance to have something named after you, just go to patreon.com/Rhodamont or message me on Discord if you need more details. Thanks for watching, everybody. I'll catch you all next time. Adios, friends.